All right, guys, I just wanted to say thanks and share with you what has been working for me, which has basically been do every part of the cast with my hands way out in front. And on the forward cast, I kind of glide forward with my rod back, and I make the forward cast with my hands very far out in front of me. It works for both. Single hand casting, see, I'll glide forward here with the rod back and then rotate at the very end. For whatever reason, that seems to be my best way to cast, whether I'm using short lines. Charlie kind of does the same thing here, glide forward and then rotate at the very end. Whether I'm using short lines or long lines, I try to do this and it seems to give me better casts, further casts. It tightens up the V-loop before the cast, and it also seems to work great for casting from the bank, like with the one-hander, gliding forward with that rod tipped back and then rotating at the very end. And it'll keep the V-loop out of the bushes for one, because you're gliding it forward. And it also just helps me have more distance to my cast and really utilize that bottom hand way out front. Feels a little awkward at first, but the more I do it, the more I like it. Anyway, just wanted to share with it and say thanks for visiting the site. I wanted to say thanks, and I hope this helps. I hope you'll try it and let me know how it works for you. Anyway, thanks a bunch. By the way, that's a 6-weight rod with a 150 grain commando head on it, so it's super light for that rod, but it loads it up really nice. Okay, here's a little bit of what I'm talking about. I'm going to do my sweep, then I'm going to drift up with both hands with my rod in the 2 o'clock position. Rod comes up. Now I drift forward just a little bit, and then I instigate the cast by pulling with my bottom hand first. So anyway, doing this seems to help my cast. With a longer line, I'll show you in a snake roll how I drift up high, keeping the same angle. Then I glide forward just a little bit and then pull with the bottom hand. This seems to really help me get my best and furthest casts. Okay, so now here we go with a single spey. Same deal. Try to push out with my bottom hand. Get a nice wide casting arc, meaning my rod is at 2 o'clock right now. Drift high and then glide forward and then pull with the bottom hand as I'm pulling and kind of pushing with the top hand. Anyway, the idea is my casting seems to improve as I glide forward just a little, or sometimes a lot, before pulling hard with the bottom hand and the top hand. Anyway, you can see I kind of forget to do certain things in these long belly casting things, so shout out to all you guys who can't remember to do everything when you're trying to improve your casting. That happens to me all the time, so good luck. Give her a shot. If it works, great. If not, that's cool too, because you can go back to what you were doing. I'm not saying really it's right or correct. I'm just saying I'm kind of testing the boundaries and see what helps me with my casting and maybe pass it on to you. I'll take that.